Mr. Ashok Khurana, who is joining us on the phone line regarding this matter. Thank you so much, sir, for joining and speaking to Bloomberg Quint. If you could just quickly take us through what do you make out of the Supreme Court ruling, which is regarding the power plants based out of Gujarat, including the Mundra power plants of Adani Power and Tata Power?
It is a very positive development because these all projects were actually based on the imported coal, and must realize that at that time there was a huge coal shortage, and the bids were based on imported coal. Now, the first decision on this case was positive by CRC, which was basically rejected by APTEL. To my mind, that was a wrong decision because the CRC had taken consideration and not used force majeure or not used the world changing law, legally speaking, and went to 74B, which gives it wide amplitude of power of protecting the interest of generators, bankers, and consumers, and came out. However, that got in a legal wrangle. Now that the states have realized that if these plants don't supply power, the cost of substituted power, because these plants, one must realize, cannot run perpetually on loss. So they will have to be closed one fine day. But if they get closed, the states have to fulfill the deficit of power by buying from market or buying bilaterally. We all have seen the volatility of power pricing where demand is going up. In last time it touched about 14 to 17 rupees on a market price. So question is whether you stand, because there's a flaw in the design of contract. If you are importing coal, there's no way anyone can take a risk of 25 years of commodity pricing.
Right.
So idea is a very rational viewpoint SC has taken based on the committee, because committee has actually protected all the interests. The developers are not going to ask for the losses already incurred.
But Mr. Khurana, what about the consumers? They will burn their pockets any which ways. If the state government revives the plants, gives a pass-through, then, the cost of power is higher. Even if the state government buys it from the spot market, the cost of power is higher. So what about the consumers who, burn their pocket?
No, let me complete. Let me complete.
Right.
Question is, these plants have run for 4 or 5 years. Their debt service, either underwriting that means a great part of fixed costs has already been paid because they're not in default with bankers. They have used their own resources. And then to safeguard consumer interest, the committee has recommended a cap on pricing. Now, let me ask this question. You have raised the question. If power is available from these plants at 3.25 or 3.45, will you buy from them? Or you will buy from market at 5, or even if you low by long-term PPA now, it will not come before 475.5. What is the choice for consumer? The consumer choice is to buy the cheapest power. And the committee report has put that safeguard over there. That is the cap in pricing.
Okay.
And by the way, moment the pricing cross the marginal cost, power is not bought. The power sector operates on merit order dispatch. And all these states, which is the earlier reports, were easily coming under the merit order dispatch. That means at any time when they are being dispatched, they are lowest in the stack for supplying power. Now, when you put a cap, that means at that time, you will not even get the variable cost and the fixed cost.
Right.
So my committee report has been very rational. Now, choice is either they mothball this project and lose approximately about 60 to 70,000 crore of bank's money. Consumer buy at higher cost. If consumers are not gaining, they will not agree to it. Now, if state government has recommended, that means state government has taken consideration of the consumer interest, because at interim, when Mundra had shut down their plant, Gujarat bought power at 5.5, 6 rupees to meet the deficit.
Right.
And the demand growing, I don't think any rational man will say, please close this plant as long as you can get power at the marginal cost.